welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all well. So for today's video, I have just a bunch of stuff that I've recently purchased that I have yet to show you guys on camera. I didn't want to really do a haul or anything, but I've been wanting to play with these products. Some I've used, some I have not used, but I thought it'd just be fun to do that on camera, and then we can go through the quick little reviews or my first thoughts upon using the products I have not used before. So I thought that would be a fun video, so if that is something you're interested in, please go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I've prepped my skin with moisturizer and eye cream. I'm going to go ahead and apply my sunscreen. This is the Laroche Posay one. I had to find this in the States because it is sold out everywhere here, which is super annoying. Once like something blows up on social media, it's so hard to get, and it's so annoying to me because why? Like, I feel like by the time I get my hands on stuff, they're not popular anymore, and it sucks for me because I don't get like first dibs on stuff. I don't get PR like influencers do, so they get to try out these products like before they even hit the market, and then by the time they do hit the market, everything's sold out. So yeah, cool. Once something blows up on social media, it's like poof, it's gone. So I'm gonna probably skip the parts that I am using like older products or stuff that you guys have seen, like products you guys have seen already, because I just don't want this video to be super long. I feel like it's already going to be long because I have so much stuff here, but let's hope for the best. So I have you guys zoomed in a little bit, hopefully that is helping. I'm not really doing like a super unique or super cool eye look where you're going to have to be super zoomed in to see every little detail. I'm doing something super simple, what I think is simple, so yeah. Just gonna go ahead and blend concealer onto my eyelids. So for my shadow, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Patrick Star Visionary palette. So the parts you guys have seen, or like the products I'm using that you guys have seen before, they'll mostly be skipped completely or like fast forwarded. So yeah, hopefully that's okay with you guys. I don't want my video to be super long. I just know this is already going to be long to begin with. So that is why. Because I don't know if people will even watch it if it's like 50 minutes long. So yeah. Next is this product. I got this really recently. I got this from the States actually. This is the NYX Ultimate Glow Shots Brightening Liquid Eyeshadow. And this is in the shade Wow Cacao. Ooh. Okay, now I know why I bought it. That is exactly what it looks like swatched. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the amount that's on my hand and just pick that up with a flat brush and just dab it onto my lid. Okay, we're gonna take a little more. Taking a little bit at a time just so this doesn't look super patchy. Or like pile up and patch up in one area, because that sometimes happens with cream eyeshadows, and I have not tried this specific formula, so I'm not sure how it is going to look. So I love liquid eyeshadows for this very reason. Like, they're so effortless. You just swipe it on your lids and you just have a look right there. Like, I just love that about it. So I'm just taking another shade from the Patrick Star palette and just blending that all together. The easy part also with liquid shadows is like, so when and done, you could even wear them on their own, but I find that if you just diffuse a little bit of a like crease shade, it just looks like you spent a bunch of time doing this, but you obviously didn't. So I love just adding a little shadow to the crease. This is definitely a go. I love this. If I see this here, which hopefully they do have in Canada, I will purchase more. I wish this kind of stuff came in like matte shades too. It probably does, but I'll check. Because I really like matte eyeshadows. I feel like it's more practical for every day. Okay, next is a very exciting product. I've been wanting this since it came out because it was hyped all over social media. I've been wanting this product forever because it's been hyped all over social media, and I cannot seem to find this in Canada, but I found it in the States in Ulta, and I was so quick to grab it. This is the Revolution Eye Injection Under Eye Serum. So this is eye cream on it, but I use this, I already have my eye cream applied, but I use this right before my primer and like foundation base products, and I feel like it just makes my concealer look so nice. It also adds hydration, which I need because I'm dry. Just try not to get this in your eye because it burns, just letting you know. So I've been using this for the past like few days since I've gotten it. I think it's been over a week now, and I love this. Definitely worth it. The next product is something I've wanted for so long, but I have not been able to get my hands on it. So this is the e.l.f. Daily Dew Stick Acai Glow with Aloe. So this says that you can use it with makeup or on makeup-free days for radiant and healthy looking skin. So I don't know if I'm meant to do this, but I'm going to use this as my primer. And I'm going to be using a foundation that's a little more drier, matter formula, so I think this will help in aiding with hydration. So this comes in a stick. I'm just going to go ahead and swipe it on. Okay. It's not as... Okay, never mind. I thought this was like thick for a second, so I was like, oh, it's not as thin as I thought, but it is thinner formula. It feels super... It doesn't feel super slippery. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it doesn't feel like if you put something on top it's gonna slip. But I do feel like it is giving some dewiness to my skin, which is nice. I don't necessarily look oily though, which is good. I don't want to look oily, but dew is good. Okay, so I put that all on and I am just blending it out with my hands, which you guys know I hate, but we are just gonna do today. Okay, that feels really nice. I don't think it's as cooling because it's been sitting in my hot room. I can feel it a little bit, but I feel like maybe if you freeze this, or freeze this, put it in your fridge, maybe it would like give more of the cooling sensation. I don't know, but I like that. That's cool. So next I ordered some products from this brand called Beauty Creations, which I've been wanting to get my hands on for a very long time, but their shipping to Canada is just like preposterous. Like it costs a bunch to get your stuff shipped. I never thought it was worth it, but I recently got a US address thanks to a company called Chipsy, which I'll put on the screen here. I am no way sponsored or collaborating with them, though that would be very nice. So what essentially that is if you're looking to buy stuff and you see that they don't ship to Canada, or the shipping to Canada is like preposterous, like $40, $50, you can get a free US address with this website, and so they'll deliver it to their warehouse and then their warehouse will deliver it to you. Keep in mind there are sometimes CBSA, like Canadian Border Security Agency, duties and taxes you might have to pay on some stuff, so sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. So you can either go pick it up from the warehouse once it gets shipped to where you live, or you can have it delivered directly to your door for a small fee. So I love this. I was thinking at one point to get a PO box in the States, but I feel like this is just so much better because it is free, and I don't find myself going to the States that often, so I feel like it would be no point to get a PO box because I'd have to go a bunch of times. But yeah, long story short, I was able to get a bunch of stuff off this website. So I got their Flawless Stay Concealer. This is full coverage, and this brand is super inexpensive. I've just been dying to try their stuff, and this color corrector looks super scary. But I think maybe in a little bit of doses we can make it work. I've not tried this. Oh god, that might be too much. That might be too much. I'm just going to go ahead and blend this eye out first because I put the most on here. This is definitely darker than my Vasanti color corrector. Highly recommend for anybody who's darker or deeper skin tone than me, because this color corrector might be way better. But I know this looks scary, you guys, trust the process. I know this is super dark. I've used color correctors this dark and I can definitely make it work. And color correctors are meant to be layered, so I'm obviously not going to leave the house like this, right? And then I also got this Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist. It says Hydrate and Glow. I got this from Ulta as well. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up. I don't know whose recommendation I bought this under, but I bought it. So Now, next I'm going to use a product that is so hyped, which I meant to use before the color corrector, but I just realized now I did not use this yet, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. Now this is like everyone's mom, sister, cousin uses this, probably the last person, and I wanted to see what the hype was about, and I put it off for so long because I thought, what is that product going to do for me? It essentially doesn't add any coverage. It's just like this hybrid illuminating hybrid like tint thing that everybody seems to like go crazy and lose their mind over. So this comes in a bunch of shades, and I have the shade 4.5. I also have a mini size of the fair shade, and on Sephora's website this says that it's a complexion booster that blurs, smooths, and illuminates for a real life filter effect. Customize your glow with 4 ways to apply. So 4 ways for a flawless glow is to use alone, apply underneath foundation, mix with foundation, and use on top of foundation to highlight. So that is really cool. I'm going to use my She Glam foundation brush. You guys know how I was telling you this was shedding a lot in my last video? I found after I washed it, it kind of calmed down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and blend, and as you guys can see, or hopefully you can see, maybe because I have the color corrector on you can't see, but I love this product. I totally understand the hype, although the price is preposterous, and I know can't expect it not to be because it's Charlotte Tilbury and you know it's a luxurious brand. So this is $53, but they sell these in minis too, so check that out, because the minis I believe are $20, which I know is still a little pricey, but if you're into like the glow, the dewy skin, I feel like this is amazing and I love it. So as you guys can see on the brush, it definitely has like coverage. It does give you a little bit, but it's definitely not something that like I feel like would hide all your like acne and stuff if you had that. So keep that in mind. Okay, so for foundation, we are going to use a foundation I haven't used in a while, and that is my Catrice HD Liquid Coverage. Now I'm using this because this is one of my matte foundations, and I know I can get the best use of this in the summertime, so that is exactly what I am doing. Go ahead and blend this on. Now this does mattify, so just keep that in mind, but I feel like all the prime and prior products I used before really helped this to not look super flat and matte on me, and I just love the coverage. As you guys know from my dupe video, this is an amazing dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I love that foundation too, but this is a very, very good dupe for that, and this has amazing coverage as well. I told you guys I wouldn't show products that you've already seen, so I feel that they're already cool. Just so you guys know, everything I'm gonna be speaking about or mentioning will be listed down below, and you'll find a link to where you can also purchase them as well. Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead and go in with brows. This is a product I've had for a while, and I've showed you guys I think on a haul, but I haven't gone around to opening it from the package. So this is the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil, and I got this in the shade Ash Brown. So this has just been sitting and I have not been able to use it, but I thought today's the perfect opportunity. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush out my crazy brows first. So this has a triangular tip like that, if you can see. Hopefully this is a good shade. I'm using a very light hand because I know how dramatic things can be if you are super heavy-handed. So ooh. This is really nice because the triangular tip allows you to be really precise, and Wet n Wild is such a affordable brand. If you live in Canada, you can find it in Walmart. That is where I have seen it. If you live in the States, I'm sure you can find it everywhere and all your drugstores, because you guys have the best selection of makeup and it's not fair. So, oops, okay. This is definitely really precise, and I feel like if you are not careful, this can turn into a very dramatic brow look if you allow it to. I have to say though, it's really nice. I feel like I did my brows really quick. Okay, so the next product I've had the opportunity of using, and that is the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Concealer. Now this has been super popular. It's known to be super full coverage, but I'm really mad at myself because I only got one shade of this. I got shade C5, and I feel like this concealer is too light for me, but because of the Color Corrector's color, I feel like maybe I can make this work today. Seeing everybody review this, I feel like the texture that I was expecting is interesting because I thought this would be a little bit more of a, like, not thicker, but the consistency seems to be very thin in terms of when I apply it. It makes me wonder if it is even full coverage. So yeah, that's the only little thing, but I'm not gonna knock it because I only tried it once, so today's actually my second time trying this, and I want to see how it looks with the matching color corrector. So yeah, it definitely looks better in terms of shade, and in terms of like the shade selection now because of the color corrector that's underneath. So I feel like it's doing a good job at correcting. It doesn't look as light as it did before. So I like that. I do think that it looks like really nice on. I am not disappointed in that aspect. It's like a very nice creamy, it feels very lightweight under the eyes. But I don't know about it being full coverage as it states, so yeah, I'm not sure, but I feel like this is something I can, you know, if I work with it, maybe it's something, a formula I can get used to. So there, I feel like it's applying a little better now. Just gonna apply a little more and just blend that down. It's definitely not bad. I just don't think it's like my favorite right now, but maybe it's something I can learn to work with. I do feel like in like conjunction, these work really well together. So I like that, and I guess I'll have to see how this wears with the matching color corrector. So we'll go ahead and see how that looks. Okay, next I have the Charlotte Tilbury Gogasm Beauty Light Wand blush. Now these are really popular too. I have not used the blush. The Peachgasm one is always like sold out and out of stock, so I wanted to try the Pinkgasm one is always out of stock, so I wanted to try the Peachgasm since I prefer peach blushes over pink blushes anyways. That is the swatch of it there. It's beautiful. So I feel like if I just use this on its own, I may be able to skip on the highlighter, but I am not sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dot, okay, or maybe not more, do dot more than dots. Okay. So that is that there. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with a Sephora 47 and see how this looks. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see. I feel like I love how it is giving this glow to my cheek, and I always used to prefer, I feel like I still do, matte blushes over glowy ones. And I have to say, I don't think this is giving as much of a color payoff as I'm used to with my blushes, but I am just living for the way it's making my cheeks look right now, which is just healthy, and I definitely feel like I can skip the highlight today because I feel like it is giving the glow. But I feel like it also looks like I don't have blush on. I'm not sure. Let me just try a little bit more because the peach might be a little bit too light, but we'll see if we can build it up to get a color. I don't know if it's maybe showing up better on camera. I do see it showing up, but it is nothing like what I'm used to, but I do like the way it makes my cheeks look. So I'm going to give it a pass just for that because my cheeks are living right now, and I have to say I love it. So you can't even tell I had a matte foundation on because I'm just like glowing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm using a powder that is not new, but it is a product that I am also not new to trying. So funny story. Okay, so my camera just died, so I had to change the battery real quick. But I was gonna say I have definitely tried this powder before. Funny story is though, this was like the first Hourglass product I tried and I hated it and I returned it so quickly and I was like, no, not worth it. So I have decided years later I'm going back to this to try out. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Now this has amazing reviews. I got a mini size because I didn't want to risk getting a full size and hating it again. And I've tried this once and I am still trying to decide if I like this or not. So I think today maybe will help me kind of decide. I've tried it more than once actually, but I'm just trying to decide if this is something I like or not. And I'm just applying this with a puff. And hopefully you guys can see what I am doing. Can you guys see a difference with my under eyes? That is the one I just set. It looks nice. I don't feel like it like emphasized the dryness I have under my eyes. So that's good. Huh. Do you guys see what I see? Looks like there's like a patch that won't blend out right there. That's bizarre. Okay, I think I got it. I have to say this applied really nicely. I don't feel like I look gray. What's going on with my lighting? Okay, I'm not sure if there's something going on with my lighting, but I feel like I'm going in and out of being very bright and then really dark, and I don't know if my camera's just doing that, but hopefully I can like stop it from happening. I don't know. I tried messing around with the lighting, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, so hopefully you guys are able to see. Hopefully the lighting is not causing too many problems right now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's because something to do with the sun like going that way, but I don't know. I really don't want to move from this filming area because it's so much more convenient for me than what I had before, so I really don't want lighting to be a problem. Like, that's gonna upset me. I might just need to get new lights, I don't know, but hopefully. Let's just move on. So I've just set my under eyes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. To set my face, I have the Patrick Star One Size Translucent powder. I believe that's what it's called. One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. So this is in the shade Translucent, and I'm going to use this to set my face. Right now, my nose, I can just tell, needs to be set. And because this is like a matte foundation, the foundation hasn't rubbed off, but I can see like sweat particles forming, which sounds so unpleasant. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a puff, just set my nose because it is sweaty and it is going to get oily, I can just tell. So I'm just gonna take some between my eyebrows, just right here. This powder is so smoothing. I think this might be one of the most smoothing powders I've used. It just blurs. And I got this small size of this too. That is what I do when I'm like kind of like skeptical about trying stuff, or I don't want to drop like the full price for it. And I feel like it's a good way to test out stuff from Sephora because you're not paying full price, but this is definitely something I would purchase the full price, full size of. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, like blurs you out, like blurred, but I feel like I don't look flat and matte either, which is nice. So right now I just want to say that I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury Peachgasm situation, I feel like this is like gone. I see a little bit of the glow, but I feel like the color payoff is gone, so I'm doing something that might be stupid and applying a little bit more just to get that color back, because I don't know if like setting my face kind of made it go away. I don't know how this behaves with powder, so we're about to find out, I guess. I feel like I don't even need highlighter if you can see the glow. Looks freaking amazing. Next product is lips, and I'm using a Beauty Creations Velvet Stay Lip Paint. This is in the shade 02 Cappuccino. I'm just going to swatch this for you guys. I love the shade. I feel like I can wear this all year round. I love it so much. I used to not be into nudes, but I feel like I was just looking at the wrong nudes, and this kind of stuff is my jam. I have tried this already too, sorry. So that's why I had no reaction initially, because this is something I've tried and I love the shade. I love how thin this feels. I know it felt like I was over matte liquid lipsticks because I feel like lip stains and glosses and stuff are so in right now, but this formula is so beautiful. It's so comfortable to wear. I wouldn't say it's the best in terms of transfer proof, but it is such a beautiful color. Okay, you guys, that is the finished look for today. I just want to do a little wrap up and tell you guys like little one-sentence one-liners of what I thought of some of the products. So you're kind of getting a little bit of a review from me and basically how I felt about them when doing my makeup today. Okay, again, I'm not sure what's going on with the lighting, but to start off, I'm going to go in order, I guess, or try to if I can remember. So the Peach and Lily Gloss Skin Veil Mist, I love this so much. I feel like this is just very nice to use in between doing your makeup or before your foundation, because this says you can prep, set, and perk up makeup with this mist. It's supposed to give you gloss skin, and I love the look of that, so I really liked this a lot. The Nyx Eye Liquid Eyeshadow, I am a huge fan of already. I can tell that I'm just going to be in love with this, and this will be a staple, a go-to that I will be using so much. The Beauty Creations Stay Flawless Concealer, I have to say I like these. I probably like the color corrector a little bit more. The concealer, I think my opinion would be different if I got a shade that was more suitable for me, but I feel like in conjunction, like I said during application, these work great together, and I feel like this concealer has a lot of potential, and I'm not going to pass on it until I am using it properly, so I will continue to use it. Like I said, I do not dislike it at all. I just like it's not the best I've tried, but I am open to continue trying this because I feel like this brand is freaking amazing. Everything that I've used so far that I got, I love, and they're so affordable. Next is the Charlotte Tilbury products that I have, which is the Peachgasm and the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love both of these. I have to say the blush, even though the color payoff is not what I am normally used to, I feel like it gives enough of a color payoff. Maybe because I'm at my tannest right now, I don't think it's giving me the blush like appearance or effect that I'm used to, but I feel like this makes my cheeks, my face look super healthy and glowy. I love how that looks. I like that I'm able to skip highlighter. Not that I don't like highlighter, but I just feel like it's like a one and done kind of thing, or like you can do two things at once with this, and that's really helpful, so I like that a lot. This is freaking amazing. It definitely lives up to the hype in my opinion. But I have heard that e.l.f. came out with a dupe of this, and I'm hesitant if I want to try it because I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'll get used. This is not something I use every single day, so I don't know if it's the e.l.f. one is something I'll get use out of. But there is something else that I've had my eyes on that I feel like is very similar to this. But we could definitely use that, and that could probably be a part of a upcoming new dupes video, which you guys, I'm already compiling new dupes because I have found so many other ones and I'm still testing and researching, so keep your eyes out for that. The e.l.f. Dewy Stick, I love this. This is something I'll definitely continue using. I'm going to put this in my skincare fridge that is back here so that when I use this, it is cold. I'm sure that would be amazing, especially in this freaking heat. The Revolution under eye serum, I freaking love this. I already know this is going to be like a holy grail for me. I'm going to continue repurchasing these for as long as I possibly can, as long as they can continue making it, and I hope this is something I can find in Canada. The Laroche Posay sunscreen did not disappoint. I think this is the best sunscreen I've tried to date. I love the texture. I love how nicely this blends. I love how thin it is. I feel like the white cast is not that bad. I feel like this doesn't bug my skin. I feel like it's not heavy. I don't feel like super gross with it on like most sunscreens do. So I definitely love this. You can find this at Shoppers if you are in Canada, but good luck because it's always out of stock. Good luck. The Hourglass Veil Powder, I have to say, I love how this looks right now. I can't believe I didn't like this before. I don't know what I did differently, but I really like this. Maybe I wasn't using color corrector that time, I'm not sure. So I freaking love this. The Patrick Star Powder though, oh my god, you guys, this is amazing. I feel like this blurred my skin, but I don't look flat at all. I feel like it's still, feels like my face has some dimension. Like, I feel like this is amazing. I will definitely be trying this under my eyes to see if it gives me the same amount of life that it gave to my face. The Velvet Lip Paint, you guys know I love. I have used this before. I love the color of it. Altogether, how my makeup looks, I am very impressed. I love it a lot. I feel like this is probably a lot of makeup for a hot summer day, and we're supposed to have hot weather again. It's already hot right now. I'm dying. And I feel like that is showing through my makeup because my nose is currently like so sweaty and oily. Like, not even oily, it's sweaty. I wish it was oily because I have dry skin. It's just sweaty and it's making my foundation look like there's bubbles growing on it, which is only happening because this is a matte foundation. So if this was like an oil-based foundation, I would be looking so scary right now. So for a hot day, this foundation is perfect. I know it's not new, but just wanted to give a special mention there. The Wet n Wild Brow Pencil, very impressed by this. This is definitely something I'm excited to continue using. I love brow pencils. I can't believe I used to always use only one thing, like an eyeshadow, but now I don't remember the last time I used that eyeshadow. I've just been crazy about these pencils, so that is amazing. That, I believe, is everything for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.